Okay, in this video we are going to go over the answers for the Desmos activity solved by substitution number 2. So slide 3 starts off with isolated variable, y. So that 6 minus x is going to go inside the y value. So we're going to have 4x minus 3, parentheses, 6 minus x, and then we're going to equal negative 4. So distribute so negative 3 times 6 is negative 18. Negative 3 times negative x is a positive x, or positive 3x. And then write down that negative 4. So we have 4x plus 3x gets you 7x. And now we have that two-step equation that we were looking for. So add 18 because that's the opposite of negative 18. So then we have 7x equals 14. Divide by 7, divide by 7. We now have x equals a positive 2. You should check what you're doing. We have x, that is 2. All right, I know I did it right, so then I can move on. Notice that the first equation is the easiest because the y is already isolated. You can choose the second one, that's fine. And then plug that 2 into the x value. So then you get y equals 4. So then this is a 1 solution, 2, 4. So I'm just going to confirm that I did it correct. Awesome. Now slide number 6 is going to be similar to this. Let's see which, I'm sorry, slide number 5. All right, we have x is isolated. So we're going to plug that into the x value. All right, now we're going to distribute. So that will be negative 8y plus 4 plus 8y equals negative 8. So notice what happens to these y values. They cancel out. We are left with 4 equals negative 8. Which is no solution. There's no answer to make the system work. We can check. It says if it is no solution, it needs to be one word. All right, good work. Now let's move on to slide number 7. Here we have y actually should be 3x minus 3 parentheses x minus 2 equals 6. So then we have 3x minus 3x, because remember x minus 2 goes into the y value. Now these 3x's go away. We're left with 6 equals 6, which is infinitely many solutions. All right, slide number 9. When we have two of the isolated variables, you get to decide which one you want to plug in. I'm going to plug in 2x into this y. And then it becomes variables on both sides. So to undo a positive x, we're going to minus x on both sides. If you want to write that 1 there, the coefficient, totally fine. So then we have 2x minus 1x, which is 1x, equals 6. Can divide by 1. So then x equals 6. You get to decide which variable or which equation you want to plug in. So we found x to equal 6. Now it does not matter which equation you plug that into. I will plug it into the second one. And then y equals 2 times 6. So y will be 12. So it becomes an ordered pair. So it would be 6, comma 12. Let's double check. All right, we know that we did it correctly. Now slide 11 and 12 go together. We have the y that is isolated. So we can plug that in. Then we have 2x plus 4. Now instead of y, we're putting what it equals. In this case, we're putting in the 3x minus 1. And then equals the 24. You want to make sure that you drop down the 2x and then distribute. We have 4 times 3x, which is 12x. And then 4 times negative 4. I'm sorry, 4 times negative 1, which is negative 4. And then equals the 24. We're going to combine like terms. So 2x plus 12x gives us 14x. Minus 4 equals 24. Now we're going to add 4 on both sides. And now it becomes a one-step. 14 equals 28. We have to divide by 14. Divide by 14. We're going to get x equals 2. Now we want to plug that into the easier equation. In this case, it's y equals 3x minus 1. That 2 is going to replace the value. And then we're going to simplify. So y is equal to 5. So this is a one solution. It's 2, 5. Now on the next slide, notice that there's a graph behind there. So let's plug in the 2 and the 5. And we learn that it is correct. So slide 11 and slide 12 was just trying to make the connection that an ordered pair for substitution is an ordered pair if we were to graph it. These two lines intersect at 2, 5.